Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is a new video on my pregnancy series. I'm going to be sharing with you 7 pregnancy hacks that I have discovered or learned during my pregnancy journey. So that's why I'm here to share with you all the hacks that were super useful for me, and hope you can learn something from these hacks and use it in your pregnancy as well. Let's start with the first trimester. As soon as you find out that you're pregnant, you will notice that your regular jeans are not fitting you anymore, or you have to like squeeze the buttons to fit the denims, but which is neither recommended nor comfortable, because your uterus is exactly on the place where you tie your low waist buttons on your denims. So I would suggest you wait till the second trimester to buy maternity clothing. But for the first trimester, when you're not that big, but even then you're so uncomfortable wearing your denims, I bought this Mia band from Amazon. I cannot show it to you right now because I seem to have lost it. I tried to search so many times but I couldn't find it. So I will put a picture right here. So basically what that does is you can put that band around the loops of the denims, and you don't have to tie the button. It works for you, and it's such a useful and amazing hack. Thank goodness I found this product on Amazon. And if you don't have to buy that, if you can do a quick DIY like with a thick piece of material and stick velcro on both the sides. But if you're interested in buying this product, then I will link it in the description. Don't forget to check it out. But do remember one very important thing, that if you're a small size like me, do not order a small size band. I did the same mistake. If you're a small size, order medium size Mia band, and if you're size M, order large size Mia band. Moving on to the next hack, this is to do with your snacking during the day. So it's evident and it's fair that you are hungry all the time in your pregnancy, because your body is using all the food to make a healthy baby. So instead of drinking fruit juice or going towards junk, try and eat those fruits. First of all, eating fruits than drinking its juice really helps with the fiber content, which is very important in pregnancy. And second thing, it also helps with the nausea if you're not continuously drinking too much liquids in the first trimester. So I would highly suggest to keep a couple of fruits in your fridge and have it instead of grabbing a packed snack which has a lot of sodium or other preservatives. By the way, I made an entire video on nausea and pregnancy, so if you're interested, I will link it right here. You can go check that out. I've discussed everything that I did to prevent and fight nausea, so don't forget to check that out. Okay, hack number 3. It's about itching. So itching in pregnancy is also common, they say, but it happened to me. So when I was closer to the second trimester, I noticed some red spots in my belly area, and it was itching so bad. It just made me so uncomfortable, and it was disturbing me a lot. So I went to the doctor and I told her my problem, and she said that I had an eczema around my belly. So she suggested me to wear loose fitting clothes or cotton material clothes, and she recommended me this Curel Itch Defense moisturizer. And oh my god, I was so surprised. Within 2 to 3 days of applying this on my belly area, the itching was gone and also the red spots were reducing so fast, and within a week the red spots were gone as well. So this was really a surprising but a miraculous product for me. So I still use this in my belly area once a day to prevent any itching or to prevent any eczema. This was really helpful, and if you happen to have itching or any sort of red spots, then try this product. If it doesn't help you, then definitely go talk to the doctor. Let's move on to our next hack, number 4, and let's talk about urinary infection. Urinary infection is not only common in pregnancy, but it's also very common in women in general, so which I didn't know about it before my pregnancy. And the thing about urinary infection is that you don't have to have any major symptoms to be having it. Like, I did not have painful urination or anything of that sort, but when you're pregnant, you're basically submitting urine on a regular basis. So my doctor said that I had a urine infection, and I was so shocked and also scared, but he told me that it's nothing to worry. He could either give me some antibodies for that problem, or I can go back home and have a lot of water and then just come back in 4 days and then submit urine again and see how that goes. So I chose the second option because I just didn't want to take any more medications in my pregnancy. So I came back home and I did a lot of research, and I found out that, and I drank a lot of water, like a lot of water. And doesn't matter if that makes you pee frequently, just go and pee. But that really helped. And another thing that is really amazing to fight urinary infection are cranberries. Yes, and the easiest way to include cranberries are to have these dried cranberries that is available in any grocery store near you, because fresh cranberries are not only difficult to get, but they are also difficult to deal with, like making a juice. It's a tedious process, and I would not prefer any like packaged juices. So I really like these dried cranberries. I used to have like 1 tablespoon or just a few dried cranberries every single day for 4 days. And to my surprise, when I went back and submitted the urinary infection was gone. And I was so happy that I cured this myself by drinking enough water and by having cranberries. So I think this is a very useful information that I never received from anyone. So since then I've been really careful, and I did actually continue having cranberries and drinking enough water throughout my pregnancy, and till now there is no urine infection, even though I've submitted a urine like multiple times. So I'm really happy about it, and I thought I would share with you guys. Also, like, if you can get your hands on various cranberry products, you must try out those. I also used to add a lot of cranberries in my cookies and in my salads. And by the way, this is the best and the quickest way to heal urinary infection, but I do plan on making an entire video on urinary infection, because I realized that it needs so much of attention by all the women, and so many of us don't know about it. So many of us don't know how to cure it, because by just making few changes in our lifestyle, you can improve and avoid having urinary infections. As of now, let's move on to our next hack. Let's talk about stretch marks. So I think one of the biggest problem, or one of the biggest thoughts when it comes to any girl's mind when they found out they're pregnant, including me, is to prevent stretch marks, because there are so many myths around stretch marks. For example, I was told that stretch marks is based on genes, so if your mom has it, you might have it as well. And I was scared because my mom had stretch marks all over her belly. But I am 34 weeks pregnant now, and till now I do not have any stretch marks. But even then I was really scared, and I thought, you know what, let me just be prepared and buy all these fancy products. Those were dedicated specifically for stretch marks. So I actually bought 2 oils and 1 moisturizer, quite expensive ones, which were specifically made for curing stretch marks or prevent stretch marks. And when I applied that on my belly area, it was so annoying because it was itchy and it was not comfortable at all. I mean, it just made the feeling of it really worse. And one of the products had chamomile in it, and I was like, oh okay, maybe this product is going to help me relax that area. But no, that didn't happen. It was just not suiting my body. My body did not take those creams and oils very well. So I took a pause and I thought, you know what, I need to stop myself from forcing my body to accept those products. Even though it's expensive, doesn't matter, I will stop, take a break, and do this naturally. So I thought about why stretch marks actually happen. So it happens because your skin is stretching to make space for the expanding uterus, and in the process of stretching, if it does not have enough moisture, if it's too dry, then you're going to have stretch marks. So I kept that in mind, and I drank a lot of water, and I just used an unscented moisturizer. The one I still use it is by Bioderma. It's for dry skin. It's just a normal moisturizer, but I stopped using those creams and I just applied this, and I've been drinking a lot of water and a lot of food with water content. You know, sometimes I feel like maybe it's just the marketing strategies to play with pregnant women's brains, because those products didn't work for me, and all I did was to just relax and moisturize my belly area twice a day, and it's good. Although I would wait till postpartum recovery to see how my skin is going back, but as of now things are good. Okay, let's move on to our next hack. This is about prenatal vitamins. When you find out that you're pregnant, your doctor will immediately start prenatal vitamins for you. And initially I used to take some other prenatal vitamins. It was Materna, and that did not suit me at all. I was continuously nauseous, and it was just one tablet. So I went to the doctor and he gave me some other prenatal vitamins, and this is the one that I've been liking and having it right now. This is by PregVit. So it's basically the vitamins are divided into 2 capsules. One is for day and one is for night, which has been really helpful for me because I do not feel nauseated at all. So the hack in this point is you don't have to force yourself to take the prenatal vitamins that your doctor gives you at first. Like it's not medication, it's just multivitamins. So yes, there is a possibility of changing that. So if you request to your doctor, he will definitely help you with that. Another thing I like to mention is that there are some additional vitamins that you might need in your diet, like for example vitamin D, omega-3. So if you're pregnant, you will be advised to have fish twice a week. And if that's not possible, I'm a non-vegetarian, but even then, because I don't get fresh fish here, it's very difficult for me to consume fish twice every week. So my midwife said I could take omega-3 supplements. So I do that because I live in a cold country, Canada, and here it's been snowing in my entire pregnancy, and that's why I do not get enough vitamin D from the sun naturally. So I am also taking some extra vitamin D capsules because my body needs it. this has been really helpful, omega-3 and vitamin D, and it's been easy for me because I do not have to be struggling with, okay, how much count I have to have vitamin D today, or how much count I have to have omega-3 with food. So yeah, taking the supplements really helped me. Okay, so we are on to our last hack for this video, and this is hack number 7, and this is about pregnancy clothing. Basically, there are so many brands out there for maternity wear. It's tempting, but it's also expensive. So wait till the second trimester, because you will be very big, so you don't want to buy a maternity wear that's smaller, and that happened with me. Just wear comfortable clothing. You will realize that comfort is the first priority when you look for clothing in pregnancy. And at the beginning of my pregnancy, I really enjoyed wearing my husband's t-shirts because they were so comfortable and so loose fitting. So then in my second trimester, I decided to buy some menswear for myself, and I basically bought so many XL t-shirts and XXL t-shirts from the men's section, and I'm so glad that I bought those because they are the most comfortable outfits ever. I'm going to show you some of the things that I got. It's just like super loose fitting material, and it's so soft, like it's just amazing. So I bought so many of these. This is a super cute one, another one. All these are from Old Navy, and the good thing about these are that you don't even have to worry about wearing a lower wear, because these come almost till my knee, and throughout the pregnancy I just want to wear these, and they've been so comfortable. I do not want to wear any fancy clothing. I just want to be in these pajama kind of t-shirts, and I love these, and I highly recommend these. That brings us to the end of this video. I hope this video was helpful to anyone who is pregnant, and if any of your friends are pregnant or siblings are pregnant, don't forget to forward this video. All these hacks have been helpful to me. I am 34 weeks pregnant now, so there are still 6 weeks left. So if I happen to learn any new hacks, I will make a part 2 of this video. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you in my next video. Bye bye.